Welcome, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is your tarot forecast for the week of June 9th through to the 15th, and it is for all signs. Be sure to check out those time stamps below for your specific sun, moon, and rising sign readings. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather Ellis, and I am your tarot concierge for the week. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell so you're notified when the next readings come out, and make sure that you comment. I would like to know how the readings resonate for each of you. Additionally, they are general readings, which means that the messages may not resonate the same for everyone. Be sure to check out your moon and rising sign readings as well, just for a complete picture of the energies. Finally, just to know, I had some technical difficulties in this video, so it didn't record me and just the cards. So as you're going through the readings, you're just going to see the cards for this week's readings. So I do apologize. I got some new equipment, so I am getting the hang of it still. I will get there, I promise. Anyway, have a great week and take care. Thank you. Let's see what energies are coming in for the sign of Aries for this week. And we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, okay, so Aries, this is a week about your finances. You have the Nine of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. So each of these cards independently, the Nine of Swords is about being kept awake at night because of stresses, because of worry, because of anxiety. It could even be about having nightmares. A Four of Pentacles, this is a hoarding of money, or perhaps you need to be a little bit more wise in your spending and a bit more careful with your pennies and your resources. And then that Ten of Pentacles, this is legacy wealth, can also be about inheritance, but this is about taking your money and growing it, making it work for you. So what I'm seeing here for you this week, Aries, is that you have money on the mind, okay? You could be stressed out about money, you could be worried about money because perhaps you feel like you don't have enough money coming in for the bills that are going out. That's the case for some of you. For others of you, there could be, you're thinking about your long-term money goals, your long-term plans, thinking about those retirement savings. And so this is what your focus is for this week, is how do I invest my money? How do I budget my money and to make it work for me and grow it down the road long-term and into something that's going to work for me. So that's what I see for you coming in this week, Aries. So it is pretty straightforward for you this week, Aries. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification below. I will see you next week. Take care. And now we are moving into Taurus. So Taurus, what energy do we have for you this week? We have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, what I have for you and the energy I have for you with this Four of Wands, this is about celebrations, reunions, gatherings. You have the King of Swords. This energy I feel like is your energy this week. And then you also have the Six of Pentacles. So what I see for you this week, Taurus, is that you are, you're planning, you're making plans. I feel like many of you are going to be planning celebrations. So celebrations can be anything about like a birthday party. It can be anniversaries. It could even be a baby shower, wedding shower. It could be a wedding. So it's very flexible. It's going to be different for each of you. And for some of you, this could even be planning some kind of a party or celebration, even in the workforce. So for example, someone could be retiring or perhaps changing their jobs or something like that. And you're like the party planning committee kind of energy here for you, Taurus. But with this King of Swords energy, this is you strategizing. This is you making plans. So this is why I feel like you are really the one that's in charge of this. And what are you planning? You are planning this celebration, whatever this Four of Wands represents, whatever kind of reunion, get together. You're the one planning that. And with that Six of Pentacles, you are getting help from others. And again, this is why I'm seeing you as being the leader, the one in charge of this planning. And then the Six of Pentacles energy is other people coming in to support you. So either support your plans or help provide some support financially. So if you're renting a venue, for example, you're getting help. You're not footing the bill alone. And So it can play out many different kinds of ways for you, Taurus. So that's what I have for you for this week. So be sure to like, share, and comment below. I would love to hear what party plans you have going on for this week or that you're planning this week, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Stay safe and take care. Okay, now my Gemini friends, you are up next, and you have the Five of Cups. You have the Page of Cups. And you have the Nine of Cups. So a lot of cups energy, a lot of water energy for you this week, Gemini. So for many of you, this is about your relationships. This is whether or not those are romantic partners, friends and family, co-workers, colleagues, bosses. It's going to play out differently. You could even be customers if you own your own business. So many different energies on what relationships mean. But it does look like looks like there's going to be a lot of ups and downs this week for you. But there is some good news. So with this Five of Cups energy, I feel like you're starting out the week on a little bit of a down energy, a lower energy. This is you really looking at, there's this sense of loss, this feeling of loss, this feeling of kind of like an apathy kind of feeling, a little bit down, a little bit, and feeling sorry for yourself, a little bit feeling sorry for yourself because you're not emotionally fulfilled. Something has disappointed you. There's a disappointment there for you. And because in this card you see like these cups are turned over. These were the things that provided that emotional fulfillment, and they're tipped over. They're lost, they're gone, and you're mourning that. So you feel disappointment in that. But what you're not paying attention to is those two cups that you still have filled. And so that's where you need to put your attention to this week, Gemini. But then shortly after that you have this Page of Cups energy. So I feel like whatever you have lost is being replaced by something else. Something new is coming in. You're going to receive some information or news that's going to provide a little bit of inspiration and make you feel happy by the end of the week, because you have this Nine of Cups energy, and this is a wish fulfillment card. So it does look like at the beginning of the week there's this disappointment, there's this feeling of loss, this mourning because maybe something in a relationship hasn't turned out quite how you wanted it to, but then news comes in and then you realize, not all is lost, and hey, this is salvageable, and this is actually, maybe it's a good thing, that setback that you had at the beginning of the week, because now you have a brand new opportunity by the end of the week. So I do like this energy for you. In the end, it turns out good. In the beginning, it's a little bit rough for you, Gemini. So that's what I have for you for this week. I hope you like it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification, and also comment below. I would love to hear how this has played out for you, what that loss was, what that disappointment was at the beginning of the week, and what has come in and where that opportunity is by the end of the week. Take care, Gemini. And now, my beautiful Cancerian friends, let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. And we have the Page of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. And then we have the Tower. This is very interesting energy for you, Cancer. So what I'm seeing right off the start with this Ace of Swords and this Page of Swords, this can represent news or information that's coming in for you. So whatever it is, it provides clarity. The Page of Swords can also sometimes represent gossip or information that way. So can the Ace of Swords, but the Ace is something brand new information that's come in from some source here with this Page of Swords. And you also have the Tower. So I believe whatever news is coming in for you this week, Cancer, it's unexpected. You were not expecting it. You didn't see it coming. I'm going to pull one more card because I want to try and get an idea of what area of your life it's in. We'll see if one card pull, one clarifier will help. I'm not going to pull more than one because I don't want to just keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, trying to create a story. Oh, two came out. So you got two. So you have the Seven of Swords and you have the Six of Wands. Well, this is an interesting play here because we were looking at what is this unexpected energy. So with the Seven of Swords, this is a card of theft and betrayal, dishonesty, deceit. So this could be someone spreading rumors or gossip about you or lies. But then you have the Six of Wands. So I do like the Six of Wands energy coming out, because this is success, this is accolades, this is like you coming up out on top here, Cancer. So what I'm really seeing is that this information that comes in, this truth that comes out, is you're going to find out that a friend of yours was not actually a friend of yours, or it doesn't even have to be a friend. It could just coworker, colleague, whatever it is, but someone was doing things behind your back. Okay, perhaps they were even trying to tarnish your reputation. I don't feel like this is actually theft. I feel like this is more someone was saying something against you, is what I'm getting, and you're going to find out about it, but this is coming completely out of left field. Like, you thought this person was your ally, and it turns out they're not. So this is where this Tower energy is coming in, because you are kind of like shaken to your core, and that relationship is now crumbling and broken to the ground. But I do feel like you will be vindicated also by the end of the week, because others, when this comes out, people are going to realize that this person was telling lies, that the things, the gossip that they were spreading, the information they were spreading about you wasn't true, and you actually come out on top because it has come to light and it's acknowledged. So in the end, it's going to be a little bit rough for you this week, I believe, Cancer, but by the end of the week, again, this is a good thing, and you're going to see this as a good thing, because now you know, and now you can deal with it. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you're notified when the next readings come out, and also comment below. I would love to hear what it is that's going on, and how that plays out for you this week, Cancer. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care. Okay, now my lovely Leos, let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. What have we got for you this week? We've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Eight of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay, so what I see for you this week, Leo, is you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the worker bee card. You have the Eight of Cups, which is a walking away card from things that no longer emotionally fulfill you. And then you have this Queen of Cups energy, which I believe is your energy for this week, Leo. And this is you really being in touch with your intuition and in touch with your emotions. So what I see for you is that you are really working hard this week to find purpose, find meaning, and find emotional fulfillment. You are very, and how are you doing that? You're doing that by being in touch with your intuition and really connecting with your emotions this week, and finding, you're really looking for fulfillment, emotional fulfillment this week. So I do like that. And what I do like about this Eight of Pentacles, yes, it is the worker bee card. It's a card about like mastering your craft, mastering your skills, but it's also a card of enjoying what you do. So whatever it is that you're seeking, I do believe you're going to find it this week, Leo, and you're really going to connect with it, and you are going to find a renewed passion for what it is that you do in life. So whether or not we're talking about your career or job, or it's just passion projects and hobbies, but you're really going to connect with that, and you're really going to find it's going to be reinvigorated this week. So I do like this energy for you. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and also comment below. I would love to hear what it is that is exciting you this week and just making you feel alive and vibrant. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and take care. Virgo friends, you are up next. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the King of Pentacles. Very interesting energy coming in for you. So Ace of Cups does represent a new opportunity in the area of your intuition, your emotions. So it can be about a relationship, a new relationship coming in, or just new opportunity that you are emotionally connected to, or connections with other people. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration, so people coming together, finding stability. So community events. It can also be about reunions, family reunions, weddings, baby showers, that kind of an energy. And then this King of Pentacles is this, it's a card of making decisions and making plans in a very prudent kind of way. Things that are creating stability in your life can also be about creating financial abundance and wise investing, but being a grounded, solid, practical kind of leader and making those kinds of decisions. So this is really your energy, Virgo, and you are an earth sign, so this does represent you and your energy. And this is how you are approaching everything for this week, with a very grounded, stable, practical viewpoint. And that's the energy that you're putting out there. But what is it that you are looking at in a very grounded and practical way? This is about relationships. So I do feel like for many of you, I feel with this Ace of Cups energy combined with this Four of Wands energy, it's you could be celebrating a new relationship in some kind of a way. Or even celebrating a relationship that you've had for a while. So for some of you, you could be getting married or just taking that next step in a relationship. So for example, you could be announcing a pregnancy, for example, or even an engagement, a wedding, like I said before. And for others of you, this can just be, if you're brand new in a relationship, this can be you bringing the person home to meet the parents kind of energy with this celebrating and coming together. So that's what I have for you this week, Virgo. I hope you liked it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out in your relationships this week, Virgo. Have a wonderful week. Take care. And now for Libra. Let's see what is coming in for you this week, Libra. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Eight of Swords. So this week is a little bit challenging for you, Libra. This Hanged Man energy here is, putting yourself, taking a step back, and so you can see something from a different perspective to gain a little bit more clarity. And then this Nine of Wands is one final obstacle, one final challenge for you to overcome. And the Eight of Swords is feeling trapped and restricted, like you can't move forward. So what I really see for you, Libra, for many of you, and this is going to play out in different areas of your lives. It is a general reading, so how it resonates and how it plays out is going to be different for each and every one of you. So whether or not it's in your relationships, money, career, finance, your health, it's going to be different, right? But what I'm seeing that is with this Eight of Swords energy, you are feeling trapped, you're feeling restricted, you're feeling almost imprisoned, like you're not quite sure how to move forward with whatever this challenge is with this Nine of Wands, this final obstacle for you to achieve some kind of a goal or get to some kind of end game destination that you're trying to achieve here, Libra. But you're not quite sure what to do and how to take action, how to move forward. But the one thing with this Eight of Swords energy is this is a self-imposed restrictions. You're not allowing yourself to see the situation clearly, and I think you've realized that, which is why you have this Hanged Man card. Okay, you are taking a step back to try and remove your emotions from the situation so you can see it more logically, more clearly, and without that clouded judgment from the emotions and from others. Like, you want to kind of remove yourself so you're also not hearing everyone else's opinions, because that's clouding your judgment. It's making you not be able to think for yourself right now. So you need that clarity, you need that inner wisdom and that inner guidance. So you're taking a step back so you can see the situation clearly, assess it, and then decide how you're going to move forward and get past that Eight of Swords energy and then overcome that Nine of Wands challenge. So that's the energy I have for you for this week, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and please comment below. I would love to hear what challenges that you're facing this week and how that's played out for you. So I hope you have a good week. Take care. And now, my Scorpio friends, let's see what is coming in for you for this week. And we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so Scorpio, what I see coming in for you this week is you have this Five of Cups and this Page of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. And with this Five of Cups, this is a card of disappointment, mourning, loss. It can even be a card of regret as well. But you have some kind of disappointment that comes in, and with this Page of Pentacles, it looks like it's news coming in for you that causes this disappointment, right? And that news would be related to something that relates to money, career, finances. So for example, how this could play out for you. Some of you, maybe you were applying for a promotion at work and you find out you didn't get it. Maybe you were applying for jobs and you didn't get the one that you were really hoping for, or maybe you were hoping for a raise and that fell through, or maybe you got news about your investments and you found out that they haven't made as many gains as you were hoping, or maybe there's even been a downturn with the way the stock market is or something like that, but you had this disappointment. But the one thing with this Five of Cups energy is she's mourning these 3 cups that are spilt over and not paying attention to these 2 that are still full. So there's still opportunity. There are still some things that are positive for you to look forward to and to be grateful for. So even though the news may have been bad and caused this situation, the news, there's some positives that are still coming in. And you have this King of Pentacles energy. So I feel like you're not going to stay in you're not going to be sitting in a pity party for yourself this week. You're going to look at this as a learning opportunity with this King of Pentacles, and okay, what have I learned from this, and how do I move forward now, and how do I make the best of this, the most of this situation. So for example, if it was about jobs, let's say you put a bunch of resumes out and you didn't get the one that you really, really wanted, but because of, you still have these 2 cups that are upright, you did get an offer, but it's not the one that you really, really wanted. Well, you're looking at, okay, I will settle for this other job. It's not the one that I really, really wanted, but how can I make this work for me? So down the road, you're creating that 5-year, 10-year plan on, okay, this is how I can use this in a very practical kind of way to launch my career, launch me into what it is that I truly want to do. And this can be a stepping stone. So you've got this practical, grounded approach to how you are dealing with this feeling of loss this week. So I hope that made sense for you, Scorpio. That was a long way around it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell below, and I will also, I wouldn't mind you commenting below. I'd love to hear how this has played out for you this week, and if you could share that, that would be fantastic, and I will see you next week. Take care. Okay, my Sagittarius friends, this one is for you. We have the Chariot, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so there is a lot of movement for you this week, Sagittarius, where you have the Chariot, which is about taking charge, taking action, moving forward. It is a card of success as long as you stay focused and stay the course. And then you have the Knight of Swords, another action card, and this is a fast knight. This one is one of the fastest knights in the deck, next to fire. And this is, our knights are on a quest, they're on a mission, and this is a knight that's on a quest for information, for knowledge, for wisdom, and planning. And then you have the Six of Cups, which is the card of reunions and nostalgia and happier, simpler times. I feel like whatever plans that you are making do involve your family, your heritage, your roots, your ancestry in some kind of a way, or even connections with those from the past. Whatever it is, something from the past is coming back into the present moment, or people from the past are coming back into the present moment for you, Sagittarius. And I'm gonna put one more because I do want a bit of a clarifier here for this Chariot energy. But I feel like for many of you, I want to see how you're moving forward, like what you're moving forward with. But yeah, whatever it is that you're doing does involve, it's inspired by the past. It's inspired by those around you. You have the Nine of Cups energy. This is wish fulfillment. Okay, so you're moving forward with something, a big dream of yours, something that you've wanted to do for a very long time. And with the Nine of Cups, this is the wish fulfillment card. This is, you are able to achieve your dreams this week. So, but because you have this Knight of Swords, I feel like you're in the initial stages of planning, whatever this is. But this is a long-term dream that you have held, and you are going to be, you're making the plans this week. You are taking action, and you will be starting to actually move forward and plant those seeds this week. You are very determined to make this happen, but I do really feel strongly that it involves people from your past, and connecting back with the past. So for some of you where it's not about family and friends or those kinds of connections, your relationships, and it's more about career, this could be you being involved in something or reconnecting with something you did in the past as a career, and reconnecting with people from that career in the past, and that's going to help you move forward. Like, for example, let's say you've worked in some field, some industry, and now you're either planning on starting with a new company, or you are you want to work for yourself, start your own business. You may be using all those contacts that you had and networking that you had from previous positions and reconnecting with those individuals because you need them as contacts. So that's, or even customers. So that's just an example of how people from the past can be coming back into your present moment with whatever plans these are and whatever big goal and dream this is of yours that you're trying to get off the ground, Sagittarius. So please comment below. I would love to hear how this is playing out, and also be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And I hope you have a wonderful week, Sagittarius, and you enjoyed the reading. Take care. And now, my Capricorn friends, let's see what is coming in for you this week. We have the Hanged Man, we have Karma, okay, and we have the Sun. Okay, so Capricorn, we have the Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective, removing yourself from a situation so you're not getting all the natter and chatter from other people coming in, so you can actually see things clearly without clouded judgment. You also have Karma here. This is also Judgment. In most decks, this is Judgment card. So wake up call to life's purpose and clarity. And then you have the Sun, which illuminates everything. Again, a card of clarity, but also a card of success, happiness, material abundance, wealth, joy, you know, the universe having your back and opening doors, right? This is the happiest card in the deck. So this is a wonderful week for you, Capricorn. Very glad to hear this because I'm a Capricorn too. So I'm liking this. But it does look like this is a week of clarity. So if you have had any doubts, any uncertainties, whether or not that is in your relationships, it's about your health, it's about your career, your passion projects, whatever it is, any area of your life, whatever you have been uncertain about, unclear about, that veil is lifting this week. And how is it lifting? First of all, you have the Sun illuminating, okay? So answers are coming to you. And why are they coming to you? Because you are deciding to take a step back, take a moment, right? And see things from a different perspective. So what I mean by that is taking a step back. If you've had people, you know, their opinions, everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody has thoughts and opinions, and they're kind of telling you, well, if I was you, I would do this, and or maybe you should do it this way. And that's clouding your judgment, as well as your emotions. Your emotions are also clouding your judgment, right? And you're not seeing some kind of situation clearly. So you're taking that step back so you can just have that silence and that moment to see things more clearly. And when you do that, this comes in, Karma, this Judgment. And this is about, you know, the wake-up call to your life's purpose and seeing things clearly. It's almost like even having a bit of a do-over for some of you. If you've made a decision and it didn't quite work out, maybe you didn't do things quite the way you wanted to do it your own way, maybe you were listening to the advice of other people. This is like your chance to do that over and do it your way, put your stamp on it, and move forward with something. But with the Sun here too, I do want you to know that this week finishes off strong for you, Capricorn. You have the Sun illuminating, shining Everything is bright. This is, again, the universe has your back. It's making sure that all the opportunities come at the right time. It is divine timing coming in for you. It's doors opening when they need to open and connecting you with the right people. It's all of those things. It's that material abundance, health, and just happiness and joy this week. So I do really like this for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification bell, and also comment below, because I would love to hear what is going on with you Capricorn, with my fellow Capricorns, and see how this week plays out for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. And now Aquarius, it is your turn. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. You have the Magician, you have the Star, and you have the Five of Cups. Okay. Well, this is interesting for you, Aquarius. The Magician here is about having all the skills, knowledge, resources you need to manifest whatever is in your mind and turn it into something real and practical in this world. Then you have the Star, which is about your hopes and dreams and believing in yourself, even having confidence, especially after a period of letdown. And here's that Five of Cups. There's that letdown. So in the Five of Cups energy, you see 3 cups that are spilt over and 2 cups that are still standing. This is a card of mourning, of loss, can even be about regret, but it's just this disappointment. These cups that are spilt over that had emotional fulfillment for you are tipped over, and you've lost those. You've lost those opportunities for emotional fulfillment, and you feel that loss, you're mourning that, and you feel disappointment. But the goal is to focus on these 2 cups that are still filled, these 2 opportunities that still exist for you for that emotional happiness and emotional fulfillment. Now, what is this emotional loss? I don't feel like it's about relationships. I feel like this is more about what you do in the world. So whether or not this is your career, your job, or this is passion projects, your hobbies, or just, you know, everyday life, day-to-day life for you. But I feel like that's where the disappointment is. This is where that letdown has come. And with the Magician here, this is really telling me that you have, and the Star, you have some kind of big goal, big dream, that some kind of wish, something that you want to do, something big, Aquarius. I don't know what it is. Make sure you comment below. I'd love to hear what it is. But with the Magician, you have this idea, you have this dream, and you are trying to manifest it in the physical world, create it into something. For some of you, this could be your artistic or just creative endeavors that you're doing. But I feel like all hope is not lost this week. So if you're feeling that disappointment, Aquarius, be sure to focus on what you still have, because that is the key to you moving forward and actualizing this dream, making it real. Okay? There's something about that. There's something about the things that you still have that you can then use. Okay, with this Magician energy, this is about you being a master manifester. Okay, so there's something about what you've lost needed to be lost. Okay, it wasn't quite right. Something was off about it. But whatever's left over is the stuff that you need to work with, because that is what's going to make your dreams come true. I'm kind of hoping you're following my train of thought here and what I'm feeling and sensing with this. But this Star is about hope, renewed hope. So whatever these 2 cups are left over here, whatever you still have, you're going to have this inspiration from that. You just need to see it, because you might not be able to see it at the beginning of the week, but by midweek, I think that you'll have this aha moment and then be able to move forward with whatever this dream is of yours, Aquarius. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. And now, my wonderful Pisces, let's see what energy we have for you this week. We have the Emperor, we have the Hangman, and we have the Sun. Beautiful energy for you, Pisces. I am so happy to see this here. This is like 2 weeks in a row you've had good energy. So the Emperor, the King of Kings, a leader, leadership role. Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective, getting clarity. And the Sun, this is the ultimate happiness card. This is the most happiest, joyous card in the tarot deck. So the sun illuminates everything, gives clarity, brings material abundance, brings health, wellness, emotional happiness. It opens doors for you and opportunities, brings in opportunities. So great energy for you for this week, Pisces. So what I am seeing is you are the emperor this week. So you are making decisions, you are making plans, you're being very strategic, you are, any problems, any challenges that you have this week, you are tackling them with authority, okay? You are sitting in your power this week. This is a good week for you to make decisions because you will make good decisions that have long-term benefits for you this week, Pisces. And one of the reasons why you're making such good decisions is not just this Emperor energy, but this Hanged Man, because you are taking a moment to step back and reflect and take all the chatter from other people and all the noise from other people, and you're stepping away from that so you can be just quiet with your own thoughts and kind of look at a situation and gain clarity from that and a different perspective. And it's that perspective from which you are making these decisions with that Emperor energy. And then too, you also again have the universe supporting you and having your back with that sun shining down. So these decisions can be in any area of your life with this sun energy. And do know that whatever decisions you're making, again, have this benefit of long-term happiness, long-term success, and just this wonderful, glowy, warm energy for you this week, Pisces. So I sure hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to like, share, comment below, and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you're notified when the next readings come out. And I hope you enjoyed this, Pisces. Stay safe and take care.